Penny Jane Love here, bringing you a wig review from Lori's Lemonade Stand, a wig boutique. Today we'll be doing a wig review on Raquel Welch's On Point in the color Fiery Copper. Okay guys, let's talk about On Point. So when I tell you that On Point is my favorite wig, that is based 100% on how she looks. I just love how this style looks on me. Out of every other wig I've tried, this is still my favorite. Now, I've been wearing wigs for about 4 years. The first 3 years, I wore the very same wig. It's a wig that I actually purchased at a local beauty store. Every January, I would order 12 of those same wigs. They would last about a month. And about a year ago, I had a friend encourage me to start trying different wigs. Well, I really still didn't know anything about wigs at that point. So that's when I really started researching them and learning as much as I could about them and trying different wigs. So I've tried, quite a few, but definitely not hundreds or thousands. And the reason why I want to tell you this is because I want you to know what my true experience is with wearing wigs. And it's really, I would say, only been in the last year that I have really started to learn about them. So let me tell you about On Point. On Point is a mid-length classic bob with a modern upgrade. She has sleek razor edges that are tapered. So she's about 4 inches at the nape, and the sides down to the front are tapered down to where they hit you about your clavicle area. To me, she has the perfect amount of volume and density. I don't like really super poofy wigs. I think that the density of On Point is just very natural. Like, I feel like it's not unbelievable to think that this could be my real hair, because it does kind of lay close. And in all honesty, if I had decent hair, so I have alopecia, androgenic alopecia, and that's why I started wearing wigs in the first place. And I'll tell you more about my hair loss story in another video. But I have 0 curl in my natural hair. So I think if my hair was able to grow naturally, that it would probably be this straight anyway. And I just think that this style just looks so natural. Now, I'm going to pull up the camera some so I can show you her hairline. Okay, let's look at that hairline. She has a Sheer Indulgence temple to temple lace front, and look how natural that looks, guys. You can hardly even see the lace. It looks like the hair is growing right out of my scalp. Those knots are tiny and hard to see. Certainly you don't see them unless you look up close. She also has a 100% hand-tied monofilament center part. Now that part is kind of wide, so you can move her a little bit if you want. She also has these true-to-life heat-friendly fibers, which means she comes pre-styled, or if you prefer, you can use a curling iron or somehow some other kind of, like, maybe heating curls or other tools to style her, because the fibers can take temperatures up to 350 degrees. She has an average size cap, and she weighs about 5 ounces. Okay guys, I'm going to do a 360 real quick, and then I'll tell you her links. Okay, her front is 10.5 inches. Her crown to the longest part is 12 inches. Her sides are also 10.5 inches. And her nape is only 4 inches. So one of the pros about On Point is that her nape doesn't get worn and frayed and matted like a lot of other longer wigs do. And I'm going to show you this one. I've been wearing this one for a while. You can see I haven't combed it, but it's starting, it's showing some wear. But look at that nape. It's not matted up at all. It's not frayed. It's not getting all frizzy. I don't know. I guess it's because of the short length in the back. It's not rubbing on the back and getting all that friction. And I don't know if the cap, the way the cap is made, has anything to do with why that nape just doesn't show the wear that a lot of other longer wigs show, but it's definitely a positive point about On Point. Okay, let's talk about her cap next. Okay, guys, let's take a look at her cap. Again, this is the I want to make sure I tell you right. The Sheer Indulgence temple to temple lace front. You can see that the lace front does come down pretty far on the ear tabs. Love the lace front. It also has the 100% hand-tied monofilament part, which looks so natural and comes way back on the head. This cap has these silicone strips, which, if you don't have hair in your bald, help her stay and not move around as much. She has these velvet covered ear tabs that have the metal in them so that you can put them close to your head. She has the Velcro extenders, or I should say adjusters, not extenders, that you can use to adjust her up to about, I think, about a ½ inch. And she also has the extended nape, and I love the extended napes. And I wonder if that plays a role in helping keep those nape fibers from getting all matted. The only other thing I will tell you about the cap is that Raquel Welch caps do run big on me. I have a 22-inch circumference head. And compared to like Noriko or other popular brands, Raquel Welch on my head is a little bit big. She doesn't feel super snug. Now I do have a flat spot right here, and no wigs usually fit me super snug right there. But I do think from my experience that Raquel Welch caps seem to run a little bit bigger. Now, I don't have any problem wearing her, and I think that she looks natural. It's just I guess thing that if I could change anything, it would just be to make her caps a little bit more snug, because I like caps that fit tighter because they're more comfortable. Anytime a wig is moving around, that's when you're going to start getting into problems with it being itchy and really bugging you and everything. So that's her cap. Okay, guys, let's talk about styling On Point. First of all, you can wear glasses with On Point. I was able to get my glasses on and off without any problem at all. And on styling her, I want to be honest with you and let you know that I am not very good at styling wigs. It's just, I never learned how to style hair. I've never been good at it. And for most of my life, I was only able to wear one hairstyle. So learning it didn't make sense. I do try sometimes to play with my wigs and style them, but I just don't have a lot of luck with it. But I do go online and research and to see what the styling options are, or to see if there are styling options. And there are several styling options. You can pull On Point back, especially with this lace front. Anytime you have that lace front like that, there's a good chance that you'll be able to pull her back and it still look natural. So there are several ways that you can play with her and pull her back and style her in different ways. And I just want to let you know that, even though I can't show them to you. All right, let's talk about her color next. Okay, guys, and looking at Fiery Copper, I wanted to let you know that so when I do my wig reviews, I form my opinion first. I'll wear the wig around for a little bit, look at it, and form my own opinion about it. And then I go online and research. And the reason why I do that is because I want to try to save you time. I know I had such a hard time learning about wigs. We don't have any stores here locally where I live that really help new wig wearers. So my hope is that I'm saving you time by doing the research and looking at this information. Now, when I was doing the research on this color, kind of, there were different descriptions of what the hair color was from many different websites. So I'm going to tell you what seems to me to make sense as far as the color goes. So I believe that the base is a blend of a medium auburn and a medium copper. Now auburn is going to be the darker color that you see in there, kind of this color here. And the copper is going to be the lighter red that you see. And you can see it's blended throughout. Very well blended. They're not really what I consider chunky highlights. They're more blended highlights. And then the highlight is actually what I would call maybe a pale gold blonde. Somebody else mentioned maybe like a pale strawberry blonde highlight that you can see in there. Now, I'm in a room that has 3 windows and my windows are open. It is getting later in the day, so it's not quite as bright as it usually is, but hopefully you guys are getting a good idea of that. Now, back here I have Simmer in the same color, Fiery Copper. And just thought I'd show you, I think you can see the highlights really good in the Simmer. And you see that's going to be a copper color right there, right in there. That's going to be kind of your golden, maybe strawberry blonde highlight. And then your auburn is going to be kind of this darker color here. And it is not rooted, as you can see. And see how they did it a little bit different on Simmer? They put some of those light highlights around the face there. It's done a little bit different on Point. Most of Raquel Welch wigs do have the lighter color that highlights around the frame. Also have Flirt Alert and Fiery Copper. Just to show you guys again, hopefully by seeing all 3 and kind of how they're laid out and everything. Now the highlights in Flirt Alert are a little bit chunkier, but you can see that medium auburn, the copper auburn, or the copper, and then the golden blonde. So that's her color. Thank you so much for watching this wig review. This wig was provided to me by Lori Powell, the owner of Lori's Lemonade Stand, a wig boutique. You can reach Lori at her website at loris-lemonade-stand.com. Lori's Wig Boutique is located at 13980 Guidera Drive, Rancho Cucamonga, California. To make an appointment with Lori to go to her wig boutique, where she gives you one-on-one attention, you can reach her at her phone number at 909-803-0310, or you can email her at loris-lemonade-stand.com. Stay tuned for her contact information. Thank you.